Coach, there will be time for reflection, certainly as the season goes on, but for what might be the final time in the East Bay, it is opening night of the NFL season here in Oakland, California. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it, this crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Denver Broncos and the Oakland Raiders. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
Here we go, set, 70, Indy.
A first carry for Christian McCaffrey, who made his first Pro Bowl last year. A bad start there, a big loss on their first play from scrimmage. It's second down.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
The throw here going to be complete to Gordon. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
First down, Broncos.
Ready up.
And a nice start there to the aerial attack to pick up the first.
And I think preseason is officially over now. Getting into the groove of the regular season, that's a great way to get started. First drive of the season, what a nice completion.
It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
A loss of 2 brings up second and 12.
Ready, ready.
At the 40
base.
Check back, check back.
Elway to throw on second. Ebron's got it.
Got you, boy.
They'll get 9 there as that sets them up better for third down.
Let's just break this down and make it pretty simple. Key to the drag route, letting the play develop, finding the hole in the defense, and giving your athlete, yes, athlete, a chance to make something happen once he has the ball in his hands.
6-6, pull it high. 2.
On third and short to give it a tight end. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means fourth down.
A gain of 3 yards. It's now fourth down.
Ready.
And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on fourth.
Go.
Here we go with McCaffrey. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. Just a gain of 3, but they'll certainly take it as they convert on fourth down.
First down, Denver.
The fourth down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. Back to the ground on first. It's McCaffrey. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down. Well, unless there's a postseason meeting later in the year, this is most likely the final time that the Broncos and Raiders will play in Oakland. Of course, so much history between the two since their inaugural season in the AFL back in 1960. Broncos and Raiders, they've been locked together in the same division, facing off twice a season. And this rivalry also stands as the most common pairing for Monday night games like we have here, 18 times, the most of any two teams. 8th play of this opening drive coming up. This is third down.
Push him back. Check it back. Check it. Rock it. Go. Stay grip.
From the shotgun, Elway. And able to find Conley. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 22-yard line. How about the start throwing the football? 4 for 4 on this opening drive.
Oh, he's slinging it. And oftentimes when you talk about slinging it, you're thinking about a guy throwing it all over the yard, not necessarily accurately. In this case, though, he's honing in on his targets, and he's delivering.
Yeah, the opening script, however, they drew it up for this first drive, going to plan so far. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held them to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. Mario Addison in on the stop.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
The 13th play now coming on this opening drive. Here's 3rd down. Out of the gun, Elway. And that is incomplete.
That's a good job there creating the contact to force the incompletion. And now since it's 4th down, that should set up a field goal situation.
And a nice sigh of relief defensively to be able to hold them to 3. And Dawson's kick is good. Well, all offseason, probably a lot of thought goes into that first drive of week 1. They didn't get the touchdown, but at least they got something.
And what I like about it is that they didn't overthink it, because you're exactly right. A lot goes into the offseason, the preseason, to get to that first drive of the regular season. They went right downfield, mission accomplished, points on the board.
And an excellent return there as he's up to the 35 and make it the 40-yard line.
But that seems a little devil-may-care there, doesn't it? They gave up 3 points, but how about them coming right back and putting themselves in a position to get points of their own?
A good starting spot for the Raiders as they come up 1st and 10. Running it with the NFL's Offensive Rookie of the Year a season ago, Saquon Barkley. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. That one will go as a gain of 11. Raiders having a 1st down as well.
Coming in, he really liked his chance of having a big year based on a terrific offseason. And runs like that on opening weekend show that he's right.
But it's caught by Crabtree. And he'll get it down to the 47 here.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
And he's got room. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. And this is going to be another 1st down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos 30. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Now Saquon Barkley. He winds up getting only a couple there, down to the 29.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. It's probably a pretty good sign here on the opening drive if your guys from the secondary are coming up and spilling things in the backfield.
How about the adrenaline and aggressiveness that led his eyes to the backfield to run up there and make that tackle, setting a tone early for his defense.
I got one. Right there, 54.
Throwing on 3rd down, Stafford. And it's complete. Hooper. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Well, he's looking sharp right from the get-go here. Tough division. They needed this kind of a start. But I think this is part of where scripting comes in. We always hear about the scripting of plays, how they're going to be called. Everyone dress rehearses their script, and right now they're following it to a T.
And for that opening drive, so part of the script still to come, right, partner?
Yeah, no doubt about it. We've got a ways to go with that, but you can tell that they worked on the script the entire week in practice, and it's paying off for them.
54. And here we go. Watch the pass. Watch the pass.
The shotgun snap for Stafford. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. It's the former Patriot Devin McCourty. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Brandon, this is why golfers do their best to never count a score in their head before the ball goes in the cup. This looked like a slam dunk for points on this drive, didn't it? Instead, they throw an interception, and they're going to come away empty.
Here's a run on 1st down that won't even get back to the line of scrimmage. He will lose a yard, 2nd and 11. You mentioned very early on the need to establish a running game for this young QB. They really haven't been able to do that, though, in the first half.
So that means what in halftime? Adjustments time, right? Figure out what they are, figure out the things that they really want to accomplish, and who to run behind. Which are your better blockers? Find those guys and get in that direction.
That one, a gain of 20 and a first down.
This is something that we expected to see. McCaffrey used out of the backfield. 107 catches in 2018, the most in one season by an NFL running back.
They're going to go with a tight end here on the running play. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11.
At the 23-yard line.
Set, ready? 70, Indy. Hey, orbit.
Now they'll throw it with Elway. They'll get this to McCaffrey out of the backfield. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage, even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit.
Trying to get it to Ebron, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the safety, Kenny Vaccaro. And he'll return it to the 24-yard line. So the first interception of his career under center, and you knew it was going to happen sooner or later.
It has to. And I know he feels like the world is just tumbling down at this moment, but there's got to be some veteran somewhere, some mentor that's going to tell him, hang in there, my man. Plenty more to come. Keep firing. One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
On 2nd and 9, Stafford got his man there complete to Gallup. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field, and now what he's trying to do.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. A 7-yard touchdown grab, and the Raiders have taken the lead. Gostkowski the extra point, and that makes it a 7-3 lead. Gostkowski now, after the touchdown, he'll send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. On 2nd down, Elway. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down.
Well, he kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. From the gun, it's Elway. He's got the hookup with Conley. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 18 big yards on that one, and a Denver first.
First down, Denver.
Here we go. 8, read.
Watch the out, watch the out. Check them.
Travel.
Shift.
Get it.
On first, they'll throw with Elway. And he hits his tight end, Ebron. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. Denver has a first down on the 15-yard play. This quarterback now 7 of 10 here in this first half, and he's got a 1st and 10. From the shotgun to McCaffrey. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
Gerald McCoy is always going to be linked with Ndamukong Suh. They came into the NFL in the same draft class. There was a lot of debate about who was going to be the better defensive tackle. They just do it 2 different ways. McCoy, more movement, more elusiveness. That allowed him to make the play there for a short gain.
On second down, Elway. That's to McCaffrey, complete. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
Set. 18, Gator.
I'm here all day.
On 3rd and short, going with their tight end. He is going nowhere as he is enveloped behind the line. Call it no gain that time, and they're going to be left looking up at a 4th and 1. Dawson's kick is up and through. And they'll get it back within a point at 7-6. No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
This is fielded a couple yards deep. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line. The Oakland offense about ready to start this next drive. Things progressing to plan so far. Their defense has been solid, and they've got themselves a 7-0 lead after the touchdown the last time they had the ball.
And this is no time to even think about, hey, are we going to milk the clock? Hey, are we just going to do ball control? This is the NFL. 7-0 leads, they don't last very long unless you continue to push the envelope on offense.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. And we remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll hand things off to the coach, Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have a look back at a very intriguing opening weekend in the NFL. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8. So a solid run by Saquon Barkley, and another 1st and 10 here.
1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Going to give this time to the tailback. And he'll get this up to about the 40. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. From the 40 now on 2nd down. Stafford throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. Michael Crabtree, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd down.
When you see passes knocked down by those guys I call the frustrated fullbacks, the linebackers, you know that in their zone coverage, they were able to drop, see the ball thrown, and react to it very quickly.
Hey, 5-0!
Check.
From the gun on 3rd down, Stafford. He's got the hook up to Lee. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. Right about 20 yards on the pickup. Well, officially, they'll say it's going to go for 19. Here's Stafford. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. Actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they had incompletions on 1st and 2nd down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. If you don't pick up the first down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
Hey, 50.
On third down, Stafford completes it to Lee. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Now Gostkowski will come on to try a field goal. On the left hash, officially it's called a 51-yard attempt. And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. And they bump the lead up to 4 now at 10-6. These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted. But I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yep.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
Well, and now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. Throwing now, Elway on first down. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off by the safety, Kenny Vaccaro. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line.
I'm going back to you.
A first down carry for Barkley. And he'll get it down inside the 20 to the 18-yard line. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's second and a couple. Stafford. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. Michael Gallup, that's who he was looking for, and it's third and short.
The name of the game is always on defense, put pressure on the quarterback. And that's exactly what they've done today. It looks like they've got him a little bit rattled. That would have been the second interception in the first half.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. From the gun, here's Stafford. Gets this out to Saquon Barkley. A gain of 7, and they pick up the first. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. And the 13-year man puts it through. So we have reached halftime here in the final game of opening weekend 2019. As we'll send you back over to Orlando with our EA Sports Halftime Report, here's Jonathan Coachman. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. This will be taken in at the 1. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Hey. Let's go.
Mike's 54. Mike's 54. I'm coming after you.
They'll go to Barkley again. And he's got it across midfield and into Denver territory. It'll be a gain of 5, but still about 3 yards shy of the first down marker, and now it's 3rd down. They'll try to run for it with Barkley. And, boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. The ball's still a few inches shy of the marker after the 3-yard run, so now a little soul-searching on fourth down. And John Gruden has made the call. His guys are going for it. They'll run with Barkley. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. Just a gain of 3, but they'll certainly take it as they convert on fourth down. The fourth down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. They'll run on first down. Barkley. That burst good for 20 and a first down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball, protect this lead, give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. On first down, Barkley. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. The tackle by Robert Quinn. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, 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 and what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
They're going to need some therapy after this.
54's Mike. 54's Mike. Check.
They'll try the air now with Stafford. Going to throw deep, and it'll be intercepted. It's the former Patriot Devin McCourty. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down. From the 22, here's 2nd and 8.
Hey, team 6.
To throw is Elway. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And that's caught inside the 30. And all the way home for a Broncos score. Brandon Cooks. 78 yards as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Well, they had their chances in the first half, you remember, but had to settle for 2 field goals. This time they come away with 6.
I think they actually got affirmation about what they were doing by getting a touchdown, because the field goals means they got in range but couldn't quite finish it off. This time, they broke through, and that's great for the old confidence.
And on the sideline, difference of a feeling between 3 and 6, is it astronomical or no?
It can be at times, that's for sure. A lot of times the field goal feels like a disappointment. The touchdown, well, that tells you you're getting it done.
The Oakland offense about ready to start this next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Now it's Stafford. He's going to find Gallup here complete. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Michael Gallup, already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend, as his guys are able to regain the lead. Well, that's a heck of a response to regain the lead after we had seen the touchdown to tie the game.
I would say what we just saw there was a great amount of poise, because typically when teams tie the game up, it's a little bit of a, how would you say, you kind of take a step back and have to get yourself regrouped. They regrouped in a hurry, didn't they? They attacked back after they'd been tied.
And in a big way, that was a statement-long touchdown. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They trail 20-13 our score as they have it 1st and 10. On 1st down, Elway. That's complete to Cooks. Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion.
But it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route, and what you have to do on that one is the receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing, and they got it done.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. Here's Elway. And down he goes. Brought down a Raiders sack. And not a blitzer, but still able to get there from a strong safety position.
Yeah, I think that was a great example of what they call football IQ. Recognizing he was open, had a chance, and went ahead and got to the quarterback.
And the Raiders call on a nickel set for 3rd down. Out of the gun, Elway. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off by Denzel Perryman. And he's going to return it to the 21-yard line.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
They'll run on 1st down. Barkley. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down. That's something we saw over and over again in Barkley's rookie season. He had 91 catches last year, most ever by a rookie running back. Part of a fantastic rookie campaign that saw him go over 2,000 total yards. Again, it's Barkley. And they get to him quickly here as he's stopped right around the 13. Still a couple yards short of the 1st as the 3-yard gain brings up a 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and 2.
180.
Right there, 54 miles. Let's go, D. It's going to be a long day. It's going to be a long day.
Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Lee. And they got 3 yards. That's enough. A conversion, and now it's 1st and goal.
Check Mike 54. Mike 54. So don't say nothing.
Stafford on 1st down. And the pressure gets to him and brings him down. Stafford is sacked. Nick Kwiatkowski able to maneuver in for the sack.
Well, that was point counterpoint, wasn't it? They decided to throw for it on 1st and goal. Instead, the defense counters with pressure, and the defense wins, getting a big sack.
It's 2nd and goal, but now all the way back at the 14. To throw is Stafford. And quick throw here, that's complete. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. That catch good for 8, but still, it's 3rd and goal now. An extra defensive back on the field here for 3rd and goal. Out of the gun, Stafford. And this is caught. Crabtree. Touchdown, Raiders. It's a 6-yard touchdown pass. And the Raiders take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash this one in. Extra point good by Gostkowski. And the lead now up to 14. Gostkowski now, after the touchdown, he'll send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They'll try to get the running game going with McCaffrey. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. Back now in the East Bay. It's the Broncos trailing, but they do have possession of the football as we begin quarter number 4. They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
That's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. Solid gain of 18 yards and a Denver first down. This quarterback now 11 of 16 through the air. It's 1st and 10. Here's McCaffrey, and he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, that's pretty symptomatic about how things have gone here. That play was just shut down right from the start.
And not going to give him a lot of confidence to help turn things around. Elway to throw on 2nd. That is incomplete.
The out route's such a timing route that sometimes the guy throwing the ball just throws it almost blindly, just kind of counts on that timing winning. And in this case, the ball was batted away.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. Here's Thomas Morstead now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. And that one hits a little too close to the goal line, and it continues into the end zone for a touchback. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
Now 2nd and 7 from the 23.
Mike's 54. Mike's 54. We got to get the ball, D. Get the ball right here. Let's go. Hey, Red. 40 gun. 40 gun.
Throwing is Stafford. To Barkley on the check down. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. 11 yards there. First down.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect him to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. Marquise Lee, the intended target, and it's 2nd down. That pass just a little bit off. It looked like maybe he tried to force it in there.
Game speed, always different, no matter what you do in practice. Can't simulate it, right? So your decision-making, everything has to be a little bit quicker. Sometimes it can throw you off until you adjust.
Check 59, Mike. Mike is 59. Mike to 59. All day, baby, all day. 6 guys. Check 6. Hot. Check. Check hot route. Hot.
Barkley, he spins free. And here's another tackle made at the line, so they're converging well on the football now. Devin McCourty brings him down. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
Wide open receiver complete. And all the way in. Touchdown, Oakland. 4th touchdown pass of the game for Matthew Stafford. And the Raiders able to extend that advantage. I think all teams probably like seeing that schedule for the first time, looking at week 1. Oh, good, we're at home. This is why you want to be home in week 1. They're looking sharp.
And I agree with you totally. That's what you want, but there carries a little extra pressure with that as well, because you and I both know Protecting the home field, winning your home games is paramount in this league. So you go into it, yeah, we want it, but now you actually have to go out and prove it.
Yeah, two sides to that coin, and looking like they're going to protect it here in this one. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him. All right? So you've got to go out and create some offense.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. And a sack by one of the most consistent D linemen in the game, Gerald McCoy.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. The throw here going to be complete to Gordon. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. This quarterback now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10.
Where's 52? Watch 52. 52's the mic.
From the gun, it's Elway.
I got you, boy. I got you, boy.
And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
And that's caught inside the 35. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain. Throwing again, it's Elway. He gets it to Cooks. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
Back to the mic. Mike back to.
Elway to throw again. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield.
Stay with your man. Yep. Hey, exit. Pilot, 64, weak. Get it.
3rd and 2. Now Elway. This is caught. It's Cooks. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving.
Hey, orbit. Recon, 132 fighter.
52. Curry. Mike 52. Mike 52. Let's go.
Ready?
On first, they'll throw with Elway. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. 23 yards for the touchdown. And the Broncos cut into that lead. Dawson tacks on the point after, and that will shave one more off this lead. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The Oakland offense about ready to start this next drive. This game was really a tussle, seemed like just a moment ago, and now they've got the momentum. A couple of scores on their last pair of drives. And a 2-score lead. I think here now you go conservative, right? Run the football, work the clock.
You know, I usually agree with you, but I'm going after him right here. I want to put this bad boy away. I wouldn't be afraid to throw it. They've got all the confidence, all the momentum on their side. Go ahead and take your dagger shots and try and finish this one off.
I disagree vehemently. I say run the football. You've got the lead.
Well, let's watch it and find out who's right.
And now defensively they're going to burn their first time out. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning.
Set, lady. Mike 54. Let's put him on the buses. Let's put that team on.
From the gun on 3rd down, Stafford. Oh, did he hang on to it? He did on the dive. Nice grab. 14 yards is the pickup there at a Raider first. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. On 1st down, Barkley. And he's got it across midfield and into Denver territory. Just what you want on a 1st down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. So they come up on 2nd down. If they can get another run like we just saw, would likely put an end to this thing. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. Now the Broncos going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
Strip the ball. Strip that. Mike's 59. Mike's 59. I got him. 21. Check 59. Mike is 59. Mike to 59. I got one. Stay 50. Mike's 5'9". Get in the weight room.
A shotgun snap for Stafford. He'll get this out to Barkley, complete. Past the 20. And all the way in. Touchdown, Oakland. Saquon Barkley, 48 yards. And the Raiders able to extend that advantage. Gostkowski with the extra point. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21.